Oh, what a start.
Wow.
What a start. I mean, you can't do it any better than that.
That's one way to start a match off, with a clean ace between Lucarelli and Thales there.
Well, it's the old story. If you can split two of them, they either both go for it or neither of them go for it. They both leave it. That's what he got there, and they both had to go for that one. It's another beautiful serve. That'll get picked up by Yamamoto. He'll do a lot of that, and then Nishida pops up far side. That's contained. Fernando will set up the pipe attack, and that's a bit of a surprise. Oh, that pushed too long.
2 attacks, no kills yet for Brazil. Down 0-2 here very early on, but not perhaps the greatest start that the Brazilians were looking for.
Yeah, Lucarelli pushing it. Nishida with another ace, and again he's got both of them going for it. I mean, his lasers are fine-tuned here. He's dropping it between 2 players every time. Here's another one.
Nishida just so strong, this time attacking the seam of Leal and Thales. His second ace of the match in just 3 serves.
Now, Philippe Blaine is saying, you carry on like that. Let's have another 22 like that. Well, is he going to come up with another one? No, he's not. But job done by Yuji Nishida. Devastating burst of serving to open up this match. Side out, we'll see Lucas Sartkamp back there. He won this competition back in 2010. Still going. It's easier to say what Lucas Sartkamp hasn't had a major medal in. I mean, he's got the full set.
Yeah, his resume is extremely long and very decorated.
At club and international level. Opens up with a long serve. Japan with the early jump here. Otsuka serving Lucarelli, who just about deals with that. That's Wallace with no real play on there. A little whiff there, I think, in the middle from Onodera, and they pay for that. Yoandi Leal says that's enough of that.
Well, that's an attack matchup that's advantage to Brazil. Leal attacking against Sekita, the smaller setter, but that time Leal goes hard cross court for the winner.
So Wallace, another one of these veterans, with serve. It's a nice take. Look out. Yuji Nishida absolutely rips it down there. I mean, that's Thales who gets everything back in the backcourt for Brazil, but that was just too hot even for him to handle.
Nishida off to a brilliant start here. That's his 3rd point of the match.
The net serve from Onodera, side out. Leal. Oh, nice, nice. Hey, they need a kickstart. Maybe Yoandi Leal can provide it.
Well, Brazil gets an ace back, this time from Leal, challenging that seam. Yamamoto probably should have taken that one.
So Leal looking to level it up here for Brazil. And he does with another ace and a completely different serve that's swirled away from Ran Takahashi. Well, this is outstanding serving from Yoandi Leal.
And this is one of the hardest balls to pass. Straight at you, actually going away from Ran to his line. Line-to-line serve from Leal for another ace.
It's been a while since we've had a hat trick of aces. And we're going to have to wait again. It's a much better take from Ran Takahashi, who comes up with 3rd touch as well, and it's a perfect one right at the feet of the back row defender.
Great pass leads to great in-system offense, and Ran Takahashi attacking against Fernando. It's advantage Japan all match long.
Masahiro Sekita, the setter. Oh, he's found an ace. I mean, Sekita's not known for his devastating serving, but sometimes it's about placement.
Now, it doesn't have the power that Nishida has, but the placement is equally as effective through the seam and deep into the court.
Well, the ace is coming thick and fast in this match. Fernando goes for the quick inside set, and that's Flavio flying high there.
Flavio just so athletic works hard to get around Fernando. Running that drift pattern. Floats away from the setter and opens up that wrist away angle for the point.
Sekita with the forward inside set. That doesn't work. So we'll have another go here with Yamauchi, and they contain that, Brazil. And now they'll look to transition with Lucarelli ripping it off the block. And Brazil starting to go through the gears here now after that slow start.
Now the Brazilian squad has to get momentum behind them, right? Nishida started this match out with some quality serving, but Lucarelli getting a chance to get activated in the front row. Scores on that first attack.
Flavio stays on serve. No, he doesn't. Side out. Sends that one a little bit too deep. Both teams being very, very aggressive with their serves, which you like to see. But it means you will get some deep, long serves. You'll get some net serves. Here is Ran Takahashi. 21 in a few days' time. Full of youthful energy. Again, it's a really nice pickup. And Lucarelli, full of energy at 30 years old as well. Part of the Olympic gold medal winning squad for Brazil.
That'll be a fun matchup. Lucarelli hitting against Nishida and vice versa, obviously. Lucarelli winning that first challenge.
Fernando, who plays his club volleyball in Italy for Monza with serve. That's picked up off the floor, and that'll go out to Nishida, who tries a little bit of finesse, and the block was there to contain it, and goes for a big power swing instead this time. And again, Thales can't deal with it. That's two that Nishida has zipped past the Brazil libero.
Now Lucas got stuck at the net as the only blocker. Nishida sees the alley and flushes that ball off the libero.
Akihiro Yamauchi. Picked up by Thales. And a lovely angle taken there on the cross court from Lucarelli.
Now Lucarelli had angle all day to attack as Atsuka drifted past the antenna on this move. Lucarelli knows exactly what to do with that set.
Oh my goodness, what a pickup that was. But that's going to be collected by Lucarelli back court, and oh, hello. Well, you won't see that too often. Lucas comes straight into the net.
Missed opportunity there as Lucas got a great deflection on his block. However, the connection between him and Fernando, not firing there.
Nishida, oh, it's another sizzler, it really is. That's sent backwards. Lucarelli setting from about 5 meters behind the back line. But they do keep it in play. Now Sekita has options, and he'll send it to Otsuka. That doesn't come up with a winner either. This could be trouble. Oh, Yoandi Leal almost taking the head of Ran Takahashi off there, but he's kept it in play. And then they come up with the winner as well. That's typical Japan defense. Just send everything back.
Yeah, great defense in the backcourt from Japan. After a strong serve again from the inline. Both teams working really hard. Here's another dig, just back over the net. Keep the rally going. Lucarelli has to step in and set, and it's a block that catches Wallace on the way out.
That's a big bonus for Japan. Nishida, no. Brazil very happy to see that one go long.
Yeah, they are. Deep sigh of relief. Seeing Nishida miss that serve.
Lucas at 10-11. Sekita has to scramble around, and Otsuka has done really well because the three-man block had all day to get set there, and bad things could have happened, but Tatsunori Otsuka rubbed it off the block and out.
Now Japan escaping this one. A great serve from Lucas to the corner, and then a really well-formed three-man block, but Japan gets the side out.
So another really good serve. Thales has to hoist that one up there, and Lucarelli can't get a winner, but Yamamoto setting from behind his baseline, and somehow that's been shoveled over. Goodness only knows how. Yoandi Leal can't find a winner. Sekita As they go back into system, and did that catch the line? No, it did not. Otsuka goes too long. That's a missed opportunity, Japan.
Yeah, it certainly is. Otsuka just misses the contact. Trying for the corner, but it was just long.
Wallace. That'll be Taishi Onodera. And he's put a little bit too much under that one as well. That really caught a thermal on the way over the net, didn't it?
A bit of a tailwind on that one. Pushed it way out of bounds.
Yoandi Leal, the Cuban-born outside hitter, zings that one too deep, and we're getting a rash of service errors now. And part of the reason for that is both these sides know you can't play safe at this level.
Well,
you've got to do something.
The bar was set early on with 2 aces. And a response from Brazil. Now the service pressure continues.
Sakita's serve is picked up by Leal. Fernando has to scramble around, and that allowed the block to get set. And you know what? That might have been Ran Takahashi getting the final touch on that one. That's a real bonus for Japan if Ran is getting block points. No, it is him as well.
This ball has got to get covered by either Flavio or Leal. They're both standing there watching it hit the floor.
Ei, vamos juntar aqui, ó. Ei, vamos juntar aqui. Primeira coisa, rede 2 deles. Pro Nishida, não larga a linha. Ela não pode bater em você e sair pra fora, tá? Pé esquerdo em cima da linha. Que não tá marcando mão pra ele, tá certa a marcação. Mantenha ali, beleza? No saque dele, vamos fechar o miolo da quadra. Deixa o risco pra eles. Deixa as linhas pra eles, tá bom?
Well, here's what's happened in the last 10 points. Japan have opened up a nice, healthy lead again. There's such an air of confidence about this Japan squad. We saw it in the Volleyball Nations League earlier this year when they went to the quarter-final stage, which was their best result. You know, they hosted their own Olympics, got to the quarterfinals there. They're suddenly banging on the door of being a top contender now. Ooh, did Flavio get anything on that? No, he did not get a touch on the way through.
Well, so far the middle attackers for Brazil not finding the court. Flavio trying for the hard angle, but missing wide.
Sakita's serve is not particularly well handled. The down the line from Wallace is absolutely drilled at Yamamoto, who just has to send it spinning off at a crazy angle.
But a set from Fernando, and Wallace able to turn that one hard down the line.
So that'll set up Flavio. Brazil with points to make up here. Sakita will pick that up nicely. Nishida is also picked up by Wallace in the backcourt there, and now Wallace can try and scuff that one over, and how many touches are they going to have?
Bit unlucky for Japan that time. It was a good block move. They got some hands on that attack as well. Just not able to play it cleanly out of the net.
Flavio serving Otsuka. Nice from Yamauchi. Good execution.
Well, that all started with the pass. Japan hasn't been able to run their middles very much, but they got a perfect pass and system that time. And they score the point through the middle.
Ran Takahashi, well, graduated from college, went straight into the Italian league, playing for Padova. Boom. Yoandi Leal sends that back with interest. He's in Italy as well. We'll be with Piacenza next season.
Just a perfectly timed big attack. You see both blockers jumping on Lucas. And Leal can take care of that one all day long.
So Brazil staying close here. Can Fernando get him a bit closer? Again, a nice pass, but an even better block from Lucas.
Lucas was just one of the best middle blockers in the world. So experienced. What a reaction. Just gets his hands up and over the net And the monster block.
So Fernando looking to level this one up. Good response this from Brazil. That's got to be good, and is. I'll tell you what, Otsuka's found the corner there beautifully, just clipping that baseline.
Yeah, Otsuka's had a good start to this match. It's his 3rd point here in this opening set.
Yeah, he's the guy that's in the starting lineup with Ishikawa on the bench, the captain. We saw Ishikawa come off the bench against Kata, and I know you were talking to Coach Philippe Blaine earlier in the week, and he alluded to just the management of some niggling injuries for Ishikawa, so they're not going to work him too hard this early in the tournament. It is all about managing your players through a tournament like this. So whether we see Ishikawa or not remains to be seen. What he's not ready to be, obviously, is a workhorse at the moment, but that means others can step up, like Otsuka. Yamauchi with serve. That's gone.
Now Fernando and Lucas communicating to each other after that play. Lucas asking for a little bit of a higher set perhaps, but this time he's able to score the point.
Listen, if Lucas is asking for something, Lucas is going to get it. Drilled by Lucarelli, kept alive. Nishida with a clever push. Tales with the pancake to keep it alive as well. And then the cross court from Yoande Leal is perfect. Oh, the Brazil offensive juggernaut is starting to go through the gears here.
But what a save to keep that ball alive by the back row player for Brazil. Tied at 18 all, and Japan decides to use a timeout.
It's okay. It will be a fight until the end, huh? Coming, so we don't forget nothing about the coverage, about everything. Ready for this, huh? Okay? Alright, good. Don't close, huh? Until the end, we don't close fight. You keep a fight high and long, aggressive, okay? Alright, go.
Philippe Blaine keeping it simple. It's another good response from Brazil. That's twice Japan have had a lead in this match, right at the beginning, of course. And then they had a healthy-looking one at the midpoint of this set, only to see Brazil come charging back at them. Let's see what Lucarelli can do here. Picked up off the floor. Nishida is blocked out of it. That's a wonderful one-handed dig from Ran Takahashi, and it's just got to be pushed over there from Otsuka, who covered a lot of ground, but incoming, and another dig from Takahashi, and then he's just blocked out of it, though, is Otsuka. Great defense from Brazil there all round.
Great defense from Japan, great blocking from Brazil. Could have gotten the first one, but Wallace comes through with a huge block this time on Otsuka. Scoring the point and finishing off that rally.
Well, Otsuka will sit down as Ishikawa will come in. That's probably not a surprise.
We knew we were going to see him at some point in this match, Nick.
And they go straight after the new player, as you would, of course. He'll have a chance at swinging at this, and he just runs into the block, but there's too much on it. The block can't control it, so Ishikawa announces his arrival onto court in style.
First swing of the match, off the bench, comes in and blasting it off of Lucas's hands and out of bounds.
Ooh. So he's looking for it every time, Yuji Nishida. He's not looking at containing serves. He's looking to put the pressure on every time.
He has the green light, as we say, to get after it as hard as he can every single time.
Lucas, 2019, with a little net skimmer from him. Sekita sends it to Ishikawa. That one's going to fall perfectly for Yoande Leal. Sometimes you need a bit of luck, and I tell you, Yoande Leal had that on a plate.
Well, Wallace isn't going to get credit for the block, but the deflection is just as good as it goes right to Leal, and he cleans it up.
Lucas, Brazil, going through the gears and put themselves in a good position here. That was Ishikawa running into the containing block, but that's better. Fernando would love to have that one back. It got past the block, and I don't think Fernando was expecting that.
Fernando kind of charges in. Catches him up high, but a missed defensive opportunity that time.
Japan still looking for the point on serve to get him back level. Ishikawa serves Leal, who handles that one perfectly, and we'll look to what an angle. What an angle he took there. I mean, Takahashi was there to cover it, but just couldn't get a play on that at all. It was too good.
This angle, challenging the middle, blasting it past the left hand. An extreme angle from Leal on the left side here.
Yeah, Ron Takahashi's got that covered. He read it all the way. You just couldn't do anything with it. Wallace with another powerful serve. That'll go inside. Wallace picks that up on the dig. Fernando goes backside. Long cross-court set there to Lucarelli. And Fernando, ooh, just a bit out of sync there. Will they get away with it? Yeah, Flavio. No, it's still going. Well, that's Japan scrambling defense at its best. But in the end, it's a really clean cross-court kill from Yoande Leal that ends that rally.
Yeah, great swing on the right side. Some chaos throughout that play, but Leal getting stuck on the right side because they switched their blockers. Fernando went to the left, Leal to the right. That's why he's attacking on the right side on the counterattack.
This might just be a catch-your-breath timeout.
So both sides, they make pressure outside the block and spiking. So you should be ready for taking this. Hey, we try to come to a quick pipe and open side because deep is not working so much.
Now, Brazil's offense is starting to heat up, you know, in the later stages of the set number one now. And the blocking of Japan has got to get a little tighter. Not a lot of three-man blocking, and that wing blocker comes off to play defense. But if they're not going to block, they got to play some solid defense behind the two-man block.
Well, can Japan come back from this? First to 25, remember, with a 2-point margin. So Wallace looking to take it to set point. That's a nice pickup. Even better block. I'll tell you, Flavio with Leal alongside him, just wiping out Nishida.
Now we're going to see a challenge here come in from Japan. That block had so much pace behind it off of Flavio, but it catches the sideline for sure, it looks like, on that replay.
But when it's set point, you might as well chuck a challenge down.
Drama in Ljubljana right now.
No, I agree with you. That looked like it caught plenty. Yeah. That's one of those what the heck challenges, isn't it?
Well, I mean, Japan has to challenge that one.
Yeah.
It's a good challenge at this stage of the set.
Set point then. Wallace looking to serve it out. That slow start from Brazil. A distant memory here, side out, but Japan will need 3 points on their own serve. They'll switch it up and bring in Kento Miyaura. Now there's a pressure situation for Miyaura. Off the bench, come on, save 3 set points. Well, it's a decent effort with the first one. Somehow Lucarelli's got under it along with Tales, and he's well off net there, Yoande Leal, and still finds a clean winner. I mean, Brazil just powering their way through that set the longer it went on. And from a slow start, Brazil started to crank it up, and once they'd covered that second lead that Japan had, they won that set pulling away.
Yeah, they found themselves down by 3 points twice in this opener, but once they regained the lead, they didn't give it up. And Leal with a huge swing here to finish off set number one, high off the hands.
Here we go. Watch out. We're going left, right. Here we go. Who's gonna win?
That's as sweet as you like. And Renan Dalzotto says that's how we do it. That's how we roll. So a slow start, but a very strong finish. Brazil securing the first set, 25-21. And this is how they did it by the numbers. 3-2 blocks, 5 aces with 3 going to Japan. The attack points very heavily favoring Brazil.
Great block and defense and great serving in that opener. Setting the table for what was expected to be a very exciting match, Nick, and can't really complain about that first set from both sides. Good quality volleyball all the way around.
Serve placement for Brazil. Looking like this.
A little more heavy to that left side of the court, going after that front row outside hitter that's got to pass.
And for Japan, looking like this. Once the big hitters got into their stride, Wallace and Leal, in particular, Lucarelli, throw in a couple of blocks, and the Brazil juggernaut.
After a little bit of a shaky start for Brazil, they found themselves. Leal scoring 9 points in that opening set.
And Nishida with 2 aces right at the start of the set, didn't contribute, or wasn't able to contribute very much after that.
Now only 2 attack points for Nishida through set 1, 2 service ace points.
Well, defensively, they did a number on him. Whenever Nishida did try to attack, there's always a 2-man block. He didn't get any one-on-ones.
Well, that was an exciting opener.
Yeah.
Let's hope set number 2 is equally as exciting here.
It'll be Fernando to get this second set underway. Yamamoto picks that up. Then Nishida can't get the better of Tales. Backside it goes. Oh, neat as you like for Wallace D'Souza, dropping into the feet of the back row defender there.
Wallace is just so deceptive on his attacking from the right side. Faces angle, but has that whip of an arm that can turn it right back down the line.
Fernando, who does bring a bit of spite to his serves. She takes everything off that one. Sakita can go backside, and Nishida again is blocked out of it. So it's scramble time for Japan, and they almost scrambled something rather good out of that from Ishikawa. Oh dear. That's a big miss. That's a really big miss. Taiji Onodera won't want to see a replay of this.
Now Brazil not happy with that no call on that third ball over. That was clearly a double contact. Great effort. This is the contact that they're not happy with, but an attack through the middle from Japan results in that hitting error.
Fernando drills it. It's another strong serve. He's mixing up his serves really well. Ishikawa picked it up, but his third touch wasn't particularly devastating. And the block, I tell you, Taiji Onodera gets some redemption there for the earlier miss. The stuff block straight back.
Lucarelli couldn't get it past the block this time. A nice move by Japan, and the left hand there, shutting it down for the monster block, well over the net. Perfectly executed block move there from the middle.
Nishida. Oh, that's not a great take at all. Somehow that's been rescued. Tough to get a winner from there, but Leal still trying to put something aggressive on it, and then Nishida does finish the job. It all went wrong on service reception there. Anytime it goes careering off in the direction of your coach and the bench, it's not good. So Nishida restoring parity. 2-2, set 2. Oh, I tell you, that's another huge swing. Somehow Leal's got enough underneath it. Wallace just has to shove. Oh, that's a bonus. What a bonus that is. I tell you, Sekita and Ishikawa are not happy about something here.
Now the horn went off right after the serve was hit. And a bit of a mystery buzzer going off.
Yeah, it doesn't help anybody, does it? I mean, there's the old cliche they say in soccer, you play to the whistle. Well, that was the equivalent of the whistle.
Now, Coach Philippe Lane has a legitimate argument. He wants a replay, but he's not going to get it.
Nope, the point stands. It is 3-2 Brazil. Lucarelli with a hot one. Ran Takahashi picks it up nicely. Nishida rips through. Oh, and somehow that has gone into the net, and Leal's recovered it. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Lucarelli with the swing of the match so far. That looked like a dead ball completely. Somehow they've reacted, and what a way to finish the rally from Lucarelli. That's off the charts good.
What a play.
Lucarelli again. The slappy angled serve there, but Yamamoto's done well to pick up, and the blocks worked out once again. Lucas celebrates, sending that one back.
Yeah, Lucas and Wallace pairing up nicely that time, and Japan just can't find the rhythm with their left side attacker. Forces them to call a timeout here early in set 2.
Okay. Something was good. Very good. Remember, when the opponent is playing good, go slowly. Give the ball a little bit higher. Hit stronger, high, long, and you can cover and you can keep the ball working. We don't need to go faster and faster. Reverse, take the time. Okay? Allez, go.
Knows these players very well, Philippe Lane. He was the assistant to Yuichi Nakagaichi for 4 years. And then Dalzotto, of course, has been there for a number of years. When Nakagaichi decided to call it a career and retire, Philippe Lane was the obvious upgrade in terms of just moving him up from the staff to the head job for the Japan Federation. Sakitas has to travel there, and Ishikawa doesn't really get a great touch on it, but it was enough sneaky stuff there to get the better of the block.
Yeah, Brazil working hard to get 3 blockers up after that great serve from Lucarelli, but Japan a bit lucky on that one to go off the block and down.
Yeah, and Philippe Lane's face told the story. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Ishikawa. Whoa, close, close. Looked long, but not very long.
Not very long, and nearly a touch off of Leal.
Lucas at 6-3 Brazil. Ishikawa with a lovely pass. And really well kept up there by Lucas, off the block and away, but they'll scramble this back somehow, hoisted up there by Sekita. Free ball Brazil. Where are they going to go with it? A far side. Thank you very much. See you later, says Wallace de Souza.
Yeah, Wallace going with that fast set inside. Look at that contact point well over the block and down. Bruno says golf clap. He approves.
Well, if he approves, it must have been good. Lucas drilling it at Ran Takahashi. His pass is terrific, and he gets the benefit of third touch as well. Lovely pass there from Ran Takahashi. Yeah, Ran just gets the one-on-one against Wallace. Well, Japan still got some damage to repair here. Onodera up next. Ooh, another big powerful swing through there from Yoandi Leal. Sakita's had to cover an awful lot of ground there, and that's a really nice take. Ran Takahashi off the block and away, but Sakita's getting all the credit for that. The ground he covered there to make that set.
And the bump set too. That Ron can attack high off the hands and score.
They needed that point, Japan. Back within touching distance here. Onodera will stay on serve. Fernando sends it near side, and Yoandi Leal just rips that cross court. Just nothing that Ishikawa could do about that.
Leal against Sakita, and Leal will win that challenge every single time. So much speed behind that attack.
Wallace finds nothing but nylon. So that'll be Sakita back to the service line. Did find an ace earlier, but that one's not going to be an ace. That's going to be iced. Wallace.
Wallace comes right back with a huge swing out of the back row. So much line for him to attack. Takes advantage of it.
Well, that's an illustration of what we talked about, Matt. At this level, if your serve doesn't put any pressure on the opponent, that's what's going to happen. There's a serve that put pressure on the opponent. The overpass ruthlessly punished by Lucarelli. And Brazil just padding their lead here. Yamamoto sending it back. Lucarelli said, oh, we don't want it. Get rid of that. So Leal will serve into the net. Tales picks that one up. Fernando covers some ground. Lucarelli with the clever push. Yamamoto does manage to get there. Ishikawa at the 3-meter line is wiped out. Absolutely blown away there by Flavio, who had a long time to get himself set there. You take it from that deep off the net, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah, Flavio doing a great job to get his hands over and in front of the hitter. Strong left hand there from a very veteran blocker in Flavio.
Who will now go to the service line and flirted with a foot fault there, but the overpass, as Japan's receiving is just not at the highest level at the moment in this second set. That's 2 or 3 overpasses I think we've seen now from them in this set, and that is usually what is going to happen if you overpass. So Flavio will stay on. Yamamoto picks that one up. Oh, lovely defensive work from Flavio. And then a big swing, but nothing doing for Wallace. It's come back somehow. So Lucarelli goes for a little bit of touch and finishes the job. Sakita was stranded mid-court, tried to get there and couldn't.
Look at all these hitters coming from Brazil. 3 hitters, Leal, Lucas, Lucarelli. Finally, the outside hitter places it gently to the floor for the point.
Just floated out a little bit long, Flavio, but I tell you, overall, Matt, we're only a set and a half in, but we were talking about that little bit of that invincibility thing, maybe not there for Brazil. They breezed their way through a very good Japan team through a set and a half here.
They're looking very strong right now.
Really strong. Yamauchi serves Leal, who doesn't handle it particularly well. But they get something out of it thanks to Wallace. You think if you've got Lucarelli setting off court, you've got a chance if you're the defending team. But Wallace didn't give them that chance. So Fernando will now serve at 14-8. Sends a short one in. Onodera picks that up. And that's more like it from Yuji Nishida. The big left-handed swing near side this time off Lucarelli and Lucas.
Now Nishida, that's his first attack point of this set. Japan needs him to score for their side.
Well, after that explosive start when he went off like a bottle of champagne that just had the cork taken out of it, I mean, you know, they've given him nothing, Brazil, until that moment there.
Yeah.
Goes for another big one. Too big. Takahashi picks that up. Sekida has to travel. Ishikawa runs into the block. The block's there again as Ishikawa is off net this time. And Lucarelli comes up to set. Wallace tries to go cross court. Sekita will now send it cross court for Ishikawa. There's the block, but out it goes. They got 3 in the block, but Ishikawa, the captain, still managed to conjure up a winner.
Yeah, great set that time from Sekita all the way out, and 3 blockers. Leal, the last one to get there, results in that attack going off his hands and then out of bounds.
Now Nishida and Sekita check out here. Japan look to try and mix things up, sending out Masaki Oya, the backup setter, and Kento Miyaura, the young opposite. Ishikawa, ooh, that's a clever serve. But once Lucarelli got underneath it, or Leal got underneath it, should I say, it was 1-2-3, finished by Lucas.
Just an absolutely beautiful angle that time from Lucas on that 31 set.
Onodera, really soft serve that one. But Wallace is blocked out. Oh, Yamauchi got over there and said, no, 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 you're not having that one.
Now Japan can celebrate that one. One of their few blocks they've gotten in this match so far. The right hand of Ron getting that block point.
Onodera. Sneaky little serve. Fernando brings it near side. Leal down the line. Doesn't get a winner. Oya was there to pick that up. There's a cross court picked up by Tales. Fernando sends it inside. Another brilliant dig by Oya. And that's going to come over. And Fernando will set up Leal again, and he still can't get a winner. Oya with another one. I mean, I tell you something. Masaki Oya with 3 digs on that point. Oh, that's outstanding defensive work. There it is.
Great pickup, but Ishikawa then hammering this ball on 2. Flavio made a good read. What an effort from Japan.
Yeah, Ishikawa gets the credit for the kill point, obviously, but Oya, dig after dig after dig, and now Brazil are saying, oh, well, we want to stop this little charge.
Só empurra pouquinho mais, tá, Luca? Empurrar pouquinho mais o passe para não perder a primeira. Vambora, carinho, tá? Em todas as bolas. Primeira, galera. É rodar, é rodar.
Renan Dalzotto sensing the momentum swing there. the old story, isn't it, Matt? When you come off the bench, you always want to make a mark. Let people know you're around, and Masaki Oya certainly made an impact there on that point. Now, will that provide a spark here for Japan? Onodera. Serves Leal, and yeah, what an angle. Absolutely impossible to stop that.
Onodera was there, but Flavio just so athletic, attacking this ball at such a high point. What an angle for that swing.
Wallace. 17-13 Brazil. Still comfortable here. Nice pickup by Ran Takahashi, who will take that one off the block, but it'll fall nicely into the backcourt. And there's another high one from Flavio. That's some rescue from Oya, but I think it's gone the wrong side of the antenna. Another terrific effort from him. Well, it is a feature of Japan volleyball, and always has been, that everything comes back. But even he couldn't sneak that inside the antenna. So Wallace will now serve at 18-13. A nice pickup. Ooh, the block was even better from Flavio. So Ishikawa has to turn setter, and Ran Takahashi says thank you very much.
Flavio with a good adjustment, but just a little bit late. Reaches to the hitter, and Takahashi takes advantage of it.
Well, they're setting up for the block here, but in order to have a chance at the block, you've got to get your serve in play, and Miura goes too long. So it's Sakita who will return at setter after getting a recharge on the bench. Leal. Oh, where's that going? Yeah, too much on it. The overpass from Ishikawa, smashed back, but hello.
Net violation called against Brazil. Flavio admits to it.
That's a lead off for Japan. Ran Takahashi. Still with an awful lot of work to do here to get themselves back into it. Fernando brings it near side. Lucarelli can't get the better of Yamamoto, and nor can Ishikawa get the better of Flavio. Sent back with interest.
Flavio again, patrolling the net so high, gets his hand so far over the net. That's exactly what Brazil wants to see.
Well, they send young Darlan in there. Youngster, just 20 years old, plays his club volleyball in Sao Paulo. Sends in a beauty. So Ishikawa's lost that. I mean, does that go in the record books as an ace, even though Yamamoto got a second touch? Because if it doesn't, it might as well be.
It should. It should.
I mean, that's impact off the bench. Darlan sends in a screamer.
You make one step this side. Because anyway, he target 5. So we can move in. Yeah. There you go. Aye. Step by step, you have to manage the high ball with this block. Okay? Continue to work on the below line.
Well, this is how the last 10 points have played out. Just padded their lead here, Brazil. And they've comfortably got this match exactly where they want it. And they haven't seen the last of Darlan serving either. The big hitting 20-year-old has sent in another zinger. Yamamoto with an absolutely superb pass. Ishikawa good enough. Lucas was there, but took plenty off that, so it didn't come screaming back there. That's clever from Ishikawa. Just a little touch. Lucas just sending it out of bounds. Side out, but Japan needing an awful lot here. Yamauchi. Side out. Yeah, he knows we're heading into set 3 with Japan 2 sets down. Unless there's an incredible meltdown here from Brazil. Fernando skims the net. That's picked up by Ran Takahashi, who will now drive through straight into the block and back. Huh. A trademark Takahashi pipe attack meets a wall of yellow. And there's only one winner. Huh. Lucas says, are you really bringing it here? Really? You taking me on? Get out of here. Sakita has to stretch. Ishikawa stretch. Does he drop it on the line? No, he does not. Set point, Brazil. Just the wrong side of the line. Fernando looking to wrap it up right here. Can't do it, but Japan facing overwhelming odds. 17-24 down. They do have Nishida back there to serve, who's always got an ace in him, but he needs 7 devastating serves in a row. Leal picks that one up. Wallace wraps it up. No, he doesn't. It takes the net cord, not a touch. Thought at first that had taken a touch, but no, that skimmed off the net cord. So they fight one off here, Japan. Nishida, though, overheats that one, and that'll do it. Brazil, dominant performance in that second set. Not letting Japan get a sniff. Grab the initiative early and never let their opponents get anywhere near them. And it's a long trudge back to the sidelines for Japan, who are facing a real headache here. Brazil, who trailed by 2 in their first match against Cuba, came back to win in 3. But it's a different outlook here. It's the Brazilians leading by 2. And it's Japan that have got to be thinking about the long comeback here, because that was as comfortable as you like. Well, they had that slow start in set 1, went through the gears. Here they started fast, Brazil, and never let Japan get a sniff. The numbers looking like this: 12-9 attack points, the 4 blocks to 2, the ace serve, everything really stacking up in Brazil's favor. And all those numbers point to the same outcome. It's a comfortable set for Brazil. And Renan Del Zotto, who I think we will hear from momentarily, must be pretty happy with what he's seen, although coaches rarely are, of course. They're always seeking perfection.
With Brazil's head coach Del Zotto, thank you for joining us. Your team is up 2-0. Early pressure from Japan, but you've answered. What's your message to the team going forward?
Sì, una partita molto equilibrata, perché il Giappone viene sempre forte in battuta, no? Come il primo set ha fatto la differenza lì in battuta. Abbiamo avuto la tranquillità per sostenere bene la ricezione, sapere giocare con palla alta, però loro sono bravissimi in difesa, per cui questo terzo set è molto importante avere la mente giusta per cominciare bene.
Thank you very much. Good luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, very strong from Brazil. They are not taking any chances at all. It did look like the possibility that they might be stretched here by Japan. It hasn't worked out that way at all, and it'll be very interesting to hear what Philippe Blaine, the Japan head coach, makes of that first 2 sets and what he might be able to do to turn it around.
And with Japan head coach Philippe Blaine, Philippe, down 0-2, what are you telling your team now to start set number 3 in this match?
I want to be speaking with my team right now, so I will go to speak with them. So Yeah, Brazil is playing good, serving good. They defend much better at the beginning of the match than usually. So now we have to find a side out more efficient to have a chance to come back into the games and to try to make our defense more offensive.
Thank you for the time, Coach.
Let's have a look at the spike velocity. The numbers for Yoande Leal, who's been a silver medal winner in the World Championship back in the day with his native Cuba. A naturalized Brazilian, of course. Ishikawa off the bench. He's come in and contributed 7 attack points, but it's the Japan attack that has really been blunted through these first 2 sets, and rare for Philippe Blaine to not have an awful lot to say there, but what can you say after Brazil's performance?
A little bit more to say than maybe he wanted, but yeah, you know, he wanted to get back to his team and prepare them to start set number 3. You know, he's got to find that magic. Whatever they had in the beginning of set number 1 to get out to that early 3-0 lead, those 2 3-point leads that they had in set number 1, it's kind of escaped them, but Brazil really found themselves in every aspect of the game and has been playing very strong ever since.
Well, there have been whispers around the world of volleyball. I mean, it's not just you and me, Matt. There's a little whiff of Brazil perhaps not being where they once were after that quarterfinal exit in the Volleyball Nations League, and with Japan on the upswing, but this doesn't look like a meeting of one team on the way up and one team on the way down to me.
No, it certainly doesn't. I mean, Brazil has responded, and especially after being down 2-0 to Cuba and coming back to win the next 3. Up to a good position here.
Yeah, that really has given them a jolt. 4 sets they've won in a row, and will be well on course for 5 here, you would think. Fernando gets them back in system. Again, defensively really good from Ran Takahashi. Nishida, no, that's going to go out. Well, if they can get their outside hitters firing, they got a chance.
Well, they need Nishida. We've been saying it all match long. He had a great start, was very quiet in set number 2. But that could be a good sign, especially the sign that Japan needs here in set 3.
Haven't seen much of big old Felipe Roque so far. Number 21 for Brazil. Oh, nice fake, but they don't buy the fake. That's good defending from Japan, and they're going to need to do some more, though, and they can't get it. Can't get it.
Lucas just so long. Look where Fernando set that ball from. Falling away nearly at the sideline.
What is it about
big middle attacker?
What is it about Lucas? Everyone keeps saying, well, he's going to start to, his skills will start to erode at some point. He's 36. There's no sign of it at all. Yeah, Nishida gets the better there of Leal, who didn't really have much of an opportunity to do much about that.
Leal so far inside to start that block move, and then he goes wide like that. Takes one right off the forehead.
Nishida drills it. It's another nice ace. Perfect.
Now Nishida off to a very hot start here in set number 3.
Yeah.
2 kills and a service ace.
You saw Tales just look at that and say, oh, no, he's got another one. And they do come in bunches with Yuji Nishida. He won't hold back on this one. Drilled it. Really nice pickup, that. The cross-court from Wallace doesn't work. Ishikawa goes for a bit of finesse, a bit of football from Fernando, but no. They're not going to let him have that.
Got to appreciate the effort there from Fernando. Got the ball up on that first contact, but watch it go straight into Wallace's chest. Then has to go over. Fernando's got to work on his football skills a little bit.
Listen, if you're Brazilian, you know how to use your feet. Oh, that's a given. Well, they made a fast start in set one. Got pegged back. What Brazil need is a side out. Get this guy out of the service rotation. Get him out of there. Tales picks that up. It's a really nice pass. Fernando goes backside with the set, and Wallace finishes the job. Really, really good pass from Tales.
Oh, it was an amazing pass. And then this swing from Wallace, just placing it precisely right down the line for that point, and a much-needed side out for Brazil.
Lucas has that sent back, and then it's taken off the block and away. Japan resolutely trying to dig in here. All smiles from Sekita as Onodera takes care of business here. Ishikawa. Wallace to Souza. Nicely angled serve there. Ran Takahashi runs into the block. He'll have another go here. The containing block is there. He gets the better of it, but Wallace is there to keep it alive. Lucarelli sets it up and takes it off Nishida's attempted dig. Yoshida, in retrospect, maybe should have left that alone, but it's his touch, sends it out, and back come Brazil.
Wallace doing a great job to keep this ball alive in the set from Lucarelli to his teammate. Leal gets that point.
Pretty sure that was dropping in there anyway. He had to try and make a play at it. Wallace down the line to Takahashi. Nishida is wiped out, absolutely wiped out. Was that Flavio? Was it Lucarelli? Brazil don't care. They'll take another stuff block.
Leal with the right hand, keeping it over just long enough to get that block point.
So that's 8 blocks now for Brazil. I think he's put too much on that. Yeah, Ran Takahashi sends that too deep. Well, they made the strong start, but they've been overhauled by Brazil already here in Japan.
We have to find solution offense, huh? Okay. Sometimes also using push or you can use medicines, working with, there you go. Perhaps we don't forget fight also a little bit. You don't play so much, so we can go a little bit on fight. Hey.
Off the timeout, here comes Wallace. Brazil 6-5. Serving Yamamoto. Sent backside. Nishida takes it off the block. Side out.
Leal knows he's very close to getting a block on Nishida, but you can see him reach back in, and Nishida just targets the forearm and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, as you say, he knows that's a couple of inches, and he's got himself another block point. Fine margins, always is in this game. That's a pretty soft serve coming in from Onodera, who's got underneath that somehow. That is some rescue. And then nothing doing there for Takahashi, who's denied at the baseline. And then a block. Oh, it's gone out. It's spun away from Yamauchi. He thought he'd got himself a block point there, and it just took that wicked spin off court.
Leal scoring his 13th point of the match, and he is not showing any signs of slowing down. Taking swing after swing, scoring points for his side.
Leal, it's another zinger. Nicely collected. Ran Takahashi. No winner for him, but oh, he's going to swing at that. Would you believe it? Yoandy Leal from a mile back. And now Brazil will look to transition. Set it up on the inside. Brilliant from Ishikawa, but he can't keep it in play. And they're just being overworked here, Japan. I mean, so strong defensively, but Brazil just keeps sending the heavy hitters out there, Adam.
Well, Leal wanted that one, and Fernando knows who the hot hitter is. Keeps setting Leal. No matter where he is on the court, he's taking a swing at it.
Oh, that's a tough one for Sakita to deal with, yeah. And we'll do this one again. That's good to see the referee just taking responsibility of that and saying, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Can we do this one again, please?
Just a bit quick on the whistle. Wanted to call the double, but realized that Lucarelli was playing it back to his own side, and FYVB is
But players don't mind that.
No, they don't.
Everybody makes a mistake. You know, he put his hands up, said, yep, that's on me, and everyone's just going to get on with it.
Yep.
Leal at 8-6 into the net. Just trying to stick around here, Japan, and service errors will help. Tales with a perfect service reception. No winner there, though, for Flavio. This time they've contained that. In comes Ishikawa. Does he catch the line? And the answer to that is no, he does not.
Well, Ishikawa missed that opportunity. Flavio reaches to the right side, and Ishikawa misses to the wrist away.
You're playing Brazil. Those are the kind of shots you got to have. Flavio serving Yamamoto. Easy take for him, and an easy put away for Yamauchi. Uncontested.
Japan not utilizing their middles a lot in this match, so it's good to see them get a point here and there.
Again, really nice pickup there from Lucarelli, who will get third touch on this. Ooh, did that take anything on the way through? They're saying no, and immediately Lucas is saying, you challenged that. Lucas had big eyes on that.
Yeah, as soon as the challenge came in, Japan admitted to the touch. We'll see the replay here, but
yeah,
right there off the pinky.
Yeah, Yamauchi saying, yeah, that's on me. Fernando. 10-8 Brazil. He's mixing his serves up. Sakita sent it over to Ishikawa. That's picked up by Fernando down the line. This will be Lucarelli looking at this one, and I think he's overheated that one. That goes wide.
Lucarelli just missing the sideline there as well.
There's just enough misses and service errors from Brazil to keep Japan within touching distance here. But then Yamauchi has got to make sure his serves go in, especially when it's as soft as that. Yeah, and he doesn't need anyone to tell him that. Lucarelli then, 11-9. Got to be side out Japan. Just got to dig in here. Stay close. Sekita under intense pressure, feeds Nishida, and that won't drop their way. Well, it was all service reception. The pass was not perfect. Sekita did well just to give Nishida any kind of play at all, but the defenders were just lining up.
Yeah, Leal finally getting that one off of Nishida that he missed earlier, and Sekita a little frustrated with his setting location there after that play was over.
So Lucarelli at 12-9 Brazil. Ooh. Takahashi picking that one up. Now, has Nishida got that? No, he hasn't. He hasn't. I think this match has just got away from Japan just in these last 2 points.
A little bit. That set just a little off the net. Nishida trying to make something of it, but just misses the inline.
Nishida out. Kento Miura in for Japan. Lucarelli serving at 13-9. Desperately needed side out here for Japan. Two of them going for that one. With Yamamoto setting from way, way, way back. And Fernando sets up the pipe attack, and that is just drilled by Lucarelli. And again, Japan in disarray on their service reception, and they paid for it.
Yeah, Lucarelli just hammers that ball into that open seam.
Lucarelli serving Yamamoto. Sekita has to move around a little bit. Miura has to take a very, very clever swing at that because the blockers were lining up to send that back, and he's been very creative with his swing.
Yeah, nice off-speed shot there from the opposite that just came in.
I tell you, Bruno's living every point there, isn't he, on the bench? So Miura opening his account off the bench. And that's all he's going to have for his tally after he comes up with a service error. Brazil with such a comfortable lead here. Clever. Ishikawa.
Yeah, very clever indeed, Nick. Ishikawa changing up the pace, placing it precisely past the block of Wallace.
Well, how they would like a couple of aces here from Yuki Ishikawa. Well, Fernando's got some work to do there. Not the greatest of service receptions, and can they get themselves out of it? They can, because the Yoande Leal with great touch and depth on that swing.
Just Leal having a match. That's his 16th point, and finally showing that he can change the pace up a little bit and still be effective.
Wallace. Tales has got that off the floor somehow. Goodness only knows how. And oh, that is a perfect push. Lucarelli. My goodness me.
Japan's blockers deciding not to.
It's Leal, not Lucarelli, excuse me.
Everything going the way of Brazil now.
Oh, you can see from the body language of Philippe Blaine. He knows this. This is, there's no way back from this.
Yeah, 6-point deficit here in set number 3. Brazil really playing some strong volleyball.
Until Yoande Leal, who had that last point, not Lucarelli, as I incorrectly picked up. You said it earlier. He's just having one of those games. I mean, he's seeing everything big and slow, and everything he's attempting. It just happens like that somehow for you as a player. Everything drops into place, and it really has been working for Yoande Leal today. And the last 10 points, I mean, it's been a wipeout.
Yeah, Brazil behind the efforts of Leal, really up their level, just firing on all cylinders. Everybody has contributed. It withstood the pressure from the inline from Japan and come right back with their own.
Pipe attack, drilled at Thales by Ishikawa, who will actually come through the net just to make sure that the Brazil libero is okay. He is.
Now, what are the dangers of standing that close? Thales getting that one right off of the chin. He's going to take a second just to gather himself, but smiles all around.
Yeah, he's okay.
Part of the game.
Too big a hit from Wallace. It's the consistency of the hitting from Wallace and from Lucarelli, and of course we've talked about Yoandi Leal. I mean, not been too many unforced errors from that gang of three this afternoon.
Errors have been very limited. Leal, Wallace, Lucarelli.
Takahashi tries to be clever. It's the right idea. Oh, so Lucarelli improvising something there, and then it's all gone wrong for Ishikawa.
Lucarelli trying to run a quick attack there. He's seen Lucas do it for so long. He wanted to get in on that action when Flavio wasn't there. But the misconnection.
You know, it's good to see Japan smiling and seeing the funny side. This actually sets up a huge third match for them in the pool phase against Cuba. I mean, they got to get something out of that, or they could face elimination. Yeah, nice little push there from Ran Takahashi. Crashing it down there, wasn't he, Flavio? You know, maybe falling 2 sets behind a Cuba is exactly what this Brazil squad needed. You know, they came in after, by their standards, that indifferent Volleyball Nations League. They fall 2 down and everyone starts looking at them. And I think they looked at themselves and said, no, 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 we're better than this.
Yeah.
But since then, they've just been inspired.
Character moment for sure, and perhaps it's carried over into this match. I mean, this is going to be a statement victory for them that everybody else in the World Championships is going to take note of.
Darlan, we know what he can do from the service line. It's another beauty. Ran Takahashi picks it up, but when you're setting from there, you're asking for trouble, and sure enough, there is very little chance for Takahashi there, as Miura was setting all the way back to our commentary position there. It's impossible.
Very compromised situation for Japan, setting the ball from that far off the court.
This is some weapon to bring off the bench. This really is. I'll tell you, Darlan's bringing it when he serves. There goes another one. This is devastating. Absolutely devastating.
Wow, what a serve.
Oh, that had everything. Flight, spin, power, direction. Tomohiro Yamamoto could not deal with it at all, and there wouldn't have been many players in the world who could. Darlan looking for another big one. That's way too big. But hey, that's job done. That's another really good cameo. Yeah, he gets the attaboys on the bench. Brazil 3 points from wrapping this thing up. Takahashi picked up by Leal. Lucarelli. No, that's nice from Ran Takahashi. Ishikawa. No, that's picked up by Yoandi Leal. And then they block him, but the block goes out. So Wallace will claim himself another winner. Miura was certainly there, one of a gang of 3 from Japan. And they could not keep it in play, and Brazil move to within 2 points. Fernando serving at 23-14. What a professional job Renan Dalzotto's squad have performed this afternoon. It was a match you thought potentially could have been fraught with danger for Brazil. And they've turned it into a comfortable straight sets victory. You can't even say Japan have played particularly badly, but Brazil have really brought it today. That's Yamauchi with a little flash of defiance. Well, that's all it is. Yamauchi with serve. Thales picks that up. And that's another one for Wallace. And that brings up an awful lot of match points. The longer it's gone on, there is a chasm has opened up between these two teams. And Japan are staring down the barrel of a pretty comprehensive straight sets defeat here. Lucarelli. Sakita manages to set up Miura, and he's found himself a winner there. Oh, Kento Miura forcing Lucarelli to make a decision here. Does he leave it? Does he go for it? And he decided to go for it. Match delays the moment. Miura will be lining up to serve once we've got the moisture cleaned off the floor. Miura serves Thales. That could be an overpass. Fernando has somehow rescued it one-handed, and Lucas puts it away. And that point right there sums up Brazil's quality. I mean, terrific.